It's Week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Rams' leader at quarterback. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Rams and the Commanders.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wentz going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. This defense for the Rams, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards. And they started ho-humming that performance. And finally, you said he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They're going to be careful. They wish for it. They're not going to get here in this one. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing now is Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Touchdown! De'Ami Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, it's second down.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. So the pass interference call on the offense obviously declined, and this will remain a turnover. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Wentz now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Had no command that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw again on second down. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wentz now to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. The 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Montgomery is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because...
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4
yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Brian Burns. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So here is Washington now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now this throw caught left side, but he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Inside handoff, Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle to Beckham.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders back out late in this 1st half. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, Wentz.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this 1st half. Now Wentz. Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Wentz now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've reached halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They set up the screen for Henry. And then he stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Gay's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Wentz.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. 20! And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, here in this 3rd quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a 1-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wentz. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Wentz. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Wentz going to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack. Yeah. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to get it to